I've been using the AG02 gimbals on the TX15 for a couple of months now, and they're not my favorite. They feel cheaply made, don't have as much weight, and overall just are not as good compared to the AG01s. So we're going to be taking the AG01s from my Radiomaster Boxer and putting them on my Radiomaster TX15. Start by taking off the rubber grips on the controller and the 4 screws that keep the backplate in place. Then take out the gimbal connectors from the motherboard and the 4 screws that mount the gimbal in place from the Boxer. Take out the gimbal and notice the premium construction of the AG01s compared to the AG02s. Repeat the same steps for the TX15. You're going to cut each of these wires in about half its length, but don't worry if it isn't exact, as there's always more than enough wire to reach the connectors. Each of these gimbals are going to have 2 pairs of wires coming out of the side. Take note that the one that is more top oriented, that's going to go on the right side of the connector, and the ones that are more bottom oriented, they're going to go on the left side of the connector. What you're going to do now is you're going to go ahead and solder the joints. It would help a lot if you had a set of soldering hands so you can get some clean joints, but make sure that you put heat shrink before you solder it on. Get a heat gun or a lighter, and you're going to heat up the shrink wrap. Then you're going to mount the AG01s to the TX15 with the 4 screws that came from the TX15. Repeat the same steps but in reverse to be able to put everything back on, and make sure that the connectors do not get bent on the JR module bay. And just like that, you have your AG01s on the TX15.